So you're looking for a new tattoo artist, and you gotta ask, how much does experience matter? No doubt they can't learn tattooing overnight. Artists have to learn how to correctly tattoo each part of the body, not to mention different skin types, different tattooing techniques, so they can't do it quickly, and experience definitely matters. But if your tattoo artist is bragging about how they've been doing it for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, trust me when I say, it's not always the best metric to use when you're trying to choose a new artist. And of course, I got the best example to prove my point. So stick around, guys, you don't want to miss this one. Hello, welcome to the show. This is Hack Hunter, where we review some of the best and worst tattoo artists in your cities. And in this episode, we're heading out to LEEDS out in the UK, and we've got a ton of requests out there. And we had one artist that we just had to showcase, so stick around for the artwork of V. Keegan. She is the owner of 2001 AD Tattoo right there on Instagram if you want to find them. And it says right up here, independent tattoo shop in Leeds, established in 1987. And I'm pretty sure she's the only artist there, the only one that I could find any information on at least. And it says she does custom work, cover-up work, portraits, black and gray, tribal, and traditional tattoos. So I'm going to hold her to that standard. Let's go ahead and break down her portfolio. Here we go. Boom, gotta start off with the portraits because, yeah, she said she could do them, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Now, I do a lot of black and gray realism in my day-to-day, and so I judge it pretty harshly. And this, although it bears a resemblance to the gentleman down here, it is far from realistic. Very, very far. This is pretty far from even a caricature, if you ask me, guys. Now, one thing I've complained in the past about, and one thing I want you guys to watch out for, if you're looking for an artist for portrait work, don't go to an artist that whites out the white of the eyes here. Now, little dots, highlights, that's fine, or if it's a color tattoo, then the white in there makes sense, but when they white it out completely here, it no longer is a round 3D object. It turns it into a flat two-dimensional white space, and that is not how eyes actually look. Now I'm gonna move on, but I gotta point out this hair here, because you can see the client's hair in there, and I've seen it throughout so many of the tattoos. It just drives me crazy. Here's another portrait, again, whited out the eyes, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. They look really flat and cartoonish and weird. Definitely not an artist who specializes in portraits. No, sir. And here's another kind of realistic face I found. Some of these were pretty far back in the portfolio, so it's definitely not something that she specializes in on a daily basis. And if you're trying to get a portrait, you want somebody that specializes in it and does it on a daily basis. Yeah, this is far from hitting the mark. Patchy color work, really scratchy line work in there, and the shading in the face is very minimalist. This is something I've talked about in the past. If you see an artist that does very minimal shading in the face, it usually, to me as another artist, it says that they're not confident in where to put those shades or how to bring out those shades, and so it ends up looking a lot like this, very negative space in there because they weren't sure exactly how to make it look realistic. Now, let's talk about fix-ups, right? Somebody came in with this tattoo of this Native American chief and said, hey, can you fix this up for me, V? And V said, sure. Boom. What? Is that better? I'm not sure that that's better. That's definitely got more lines. It's a little darker. The picture is better taken. Let me go back there. This is kind of a crappy photo. And then, oh man, this is just gnarly all around it. She just put some bold outlines in there, some patchy color fill in, but obviously not very well saturated. Again, she didn't know how to do the face, so she just put some brown chunks in there. This is far, far from fixed up. Oh my God, this guy's gonna have to get a fix-up of a fix-up. So we're 2 for 2. Portraits are garbage, fix-up is garbage. Let's talk about the custom work. I saw some pocket watches, quite a few in her portfolio, and man, that is a busted pocket watch, and not intentionally. This is just, look at that jumbled mess. Somebody took a hammer to that pocket watch, and it's really not intended to look that way, but man does it. And if I zoom in on the shading here, this is the most egregious part about this. Look at this rose shading. How strange and scratchy and blotchy. Why did she make dark areas over here, light areas over here? It's just completely not cohesive. Where's the light source? Where's the 3D shaping of these petals? None of it exists. It's just kind of scattered and random. So I am not seeing a lot of artistic creation here or artistic skills to claim at all in any of this stuff. I was really, really shocked to see an artist that's been doing it this long putting out stuff like this. Here's some more pocket watches, and they're just small and simple and chintzy. And with these chains coming off the pocket watches, you can see those chains. They're just kind of squiggly messes. She didn't really try to make them nice or ornate or clean looking. Some of the tattoos I came across looked like actual memes, like they should be memes on the internet. They were just so horribly bad. And look at this wolf, no outline on these teeth, outline on these teeth. And tribal, wasn't tribal something she claimed that she could do? Man, this is horrible tribal. Look how patchy that is. Empty spaces all over the place. The line work is not clean at all. Far from it. So yeah, I just saw a ton of weird designs like this that unless they were intentionally done bad, then they're horrible. Here again, you can see the hair all over this person's arm where she just tattooed it. So that many years of experience and not even preparing the skin properly or taking your time there. Here's another one, weird meme of a tattoo. These are just, I feel like I don't even have to say anything. I mean, I try to educate our viewers on what to watch out for and what you can look for in a new artist, but this is just an example of an artist with a lot of experience, been doing it many, many years, owned her own studio for many, many years, but has been doing it wrong for all those years. And so I think it's pretty obvious in this case. V. Keegan, the owner of 2001 AD Tattoo, absolutely goes on our hack list. And let me just for good measure, just so you guys know where I'm at, because you gotta be careful. A lot of the old school artists have just been phoning it in for many years. They used to get away with this kind of chintzy, crappy, quick artwork that was improperly applied, and it's because there wasn't as much competition in the industry. And so you gotta be careful. If you're in a rush to get a tattoo, you might end up at a studio like this. That's it for this one, though. I am aware that there are some incredibly good artists out there in Leeds, and so guys, stick around for part number 2. I'm gonna show you guys some amazing artists you can go to out there. All right, bye-bye.